Hey friends, Sam Haymart for Test Driven TV. A couple weeks ago, I took a lot of heat for my less than glowing review of the Lincoln Continental Concept car, which made its debut at the New York Auto Show. Now, I don't walk back anything I said in that review as I meant what I said, but I wanted to take a second pass at it, add a little bit more context for some of you who thought I was being mean, harsh, or one-sided. The core argument for the Lincoln Continental Concept is that it's presented as the new face of Lincoln, the new flagship which will define and fix all that's wrong with the brand. The forthcoming production version is to be a halo car to rescue Lincoln from its current path to irrelevance, or even worse, extinction. The problem is, every new car from Lincoln for the past 20 years, we've been told, is the new face of Lincoln, the new leaf, the new direction. How many new starts do we need before they pick a direction and stick with it? And arguably, it hasn't worked. After all, at current, the entire Lincoln brand sells far less cars, crossovers, and SUVs combined than Ford sells Mustangs, and the Mustang isn't a top-selling car by any stretch. Many viewer comments on our Continental Concept reviews say much the same thing. This is the most beautiful car from Lincoln in a long time. Well, to be honest, folks, I agree with that. It really is the best-looking Lincoln in a long time. The problem is, it isn't good enough. Another front-wheel drive spin-off of a Ford sedan, another new face of Lincoln, and more painting it with the imagery of the brand's past that few people even alive even connect with, isn't going to be taken seriously enough by enough buyers out there to get Lincoln back on track. So what do I actually think would be good, some might ask? Does anyone remember the Lincoln MKR Concept? Yeah! Unveiled at the 2007 Detroit Auto Show, a rear-wheel drive full-size flagship. It had an EcoBoost V6, that's fine, but it was bold, sexy, and original. And of course, Lincoln never built it, but you know something? I really think that this very same car could have rolled on stage at New York this year, and the conversation here would have been something entirely different. Really. And that, folks, takes us to the next part of the context. The 800-pound gorilla in New York was the new 2016 Cadillac CT6, a car that will likely be a head-to-head competitor with the production version of the Lincoln Continental. Regardless of whether you like the Cadillac, the CT6 is rear-wheel drive on a high-feature chassis and has the technical balls to take a swipe at its competition. And to make matters even more interesting, Cadillac says this isn't even the top of their line car down the road. They've got more coming. The point is, Cadillac and even Chrysler have taken drastic measures in the last decade to keep themselves from becoming another Oldsmobile, Plymouth, or even Mercury. This is, they stopped cranking out what wasn't selling and started building something that does. Before the brands were so badly damaged, they had to be shut down. The bottom line is that when it comes to high-end luxury, this means you have to have the hardware under all that beautifully crafted skin that backs it up, that hauls it down the road with not only respect, but with a form of indulgence you should get for the money. Folks, I have been a Ford guy most of my adult life when it comes to my automotive enthusiastic pursuits. Nobody wants to see Lincoln step up to the bat and crack one out of the park more than I do, seriously. But this car, it just isn't in the game.